Townsend is an old city, started being developed around 1850. At that time, the ways of building streets was basically dirt roads. My name's Steve King. I'm the Public Works Director for the city of Port Townsend. As the town grew, the streets became muddy and dusty in the summer, and so the way they built streets back then was to cover them with oil to keep the dust down, and then that oil layer made the street a little bit more resilient to wagon tracks and horse use. As time evolved and automobiles developed, they developed a technique called chip seal, where you put down oil and rock, which then solidified and made somewhat of a pavement layer. Let's talk about how we might rebuild a street. The first thing we do is look at what's under the street. Are there utilities? Is there water, sewer, storm pipes? And is there work needed on those? The second phase is got to deal with the drainage. To develop a good street system, you need to develop ditches or install drain pipes, get the water away from the pavement. And then the third phase of the street is preparing the subgrade. What's under the street is very important. If you have mud under a street, you're going to end up with a broken street immediately. Preparing the subgrade means making sure that we have a firm, unyielding subgrade ready for the next layer. Oftentimes we'll find that the subgrade is wet and not stable, which means we have to dig that out and put in solid rock so that when we patch the street back, it'll actually be stable. Then we put down asphalt. When we build a new street, we usually use asphalt. Discovery Road, we're paving that with asphalt. Asphalt is a superior product to gravel and oil chip seal. The final effort is striping, signing, safety, sidewalks. Those sort of things are the last element to make sure our streets are functional depending on the characteristics of that street and what it serves. Some of the cool tools that you'll see out on the street are our dump trucks. Recently, the city purchased a 10-yard dump truck because when we're digging out ditches or hauling gravel, it's way more efficient to haul 10 yards than 5 yards. And 10 yards is about the maximum that can be hauled with a single truck. Port Townsend has a little orange excavator with a fancy bucket on it that can tilt. We dig ditches, we install pipe, we install catch basins. Our excavator is a fantastic tool. Skid steer is a new piece of equipment that the city has acquired. The skid steer allows us to safely grind up asphalt, and we can also use it as an asphalt screed. So when we lay asphalt, you have to lay it flat. And a screed is just that. It screeds the asphalt smooth, and then we can roll the asphalt and compact it after the skid steer lays it down flat. We ask that everybody appreciate the streets that we use every day. What we found is keeping the grass mowed or the blackberries cut back. That's the number one thing that you can do to help out Port Townsend streets. This is all of our infrastructure. The community owns what we do. Keep tuning in to all of our programs. We appreciate it when the community is engaged and wants to know about our city.